Hello and welcome to my episode reviews of Helluva. I'll be talking about every single episode, giving my thoughts and opinions, talking about Easter eggs, connections to the rest of the show. Sometimes you'll see my Sona, sorry that it's not imp related. And unless it's funny or relevant, I really don't want to talk about any of the controversies around Vivian Madrano because it really just seems like a lot of people hate her for the sake of it's popular to hate her. Either way, this is Helluva, episode 1, Murder Family. Uploaded Halloween 2020. In it, the client wants to take out someone who's living off of the success of their survival. Meanwhile, everyone's trying to get Moxxie to be more ruthless with his killing. Shenanigans ensue. The client, Miss Mayberry, was a teacher in life, and it's the first time we see on screen when a human dies and goes to hell, they get a new deviant ROC. She's also played by Mara Wilson, of all people. She went to hell because she saw her husband cheating on him and shot him. Shot the other lady and herself, but the other lady, Martha, survived the attack and is now living off of the success of being a survivor. VNN is of course CNN, but Vizzy Pop. This cashier lady with a beret for some reason is played by Vivian Madrano. When Martha is around her husband, Ralphie, she's not wearing the head bandages. Even after that, she's still cheating on him. The license plate says pee before you go and penis. The pilot's not canon, so this is our first introduction to the IMP. And I think Blitz's dismissive attitude towards Miss Mayberry actually does kind of work for his first line introduction. We also see in his office a lemon tree that says no whores. This is a reference to something hilarious. He has a couple security buttons. More coffee, horny client, client giving birth, soiled my pants, deranged client, ghost, and Stolas. I guess this is a factor why hell's getting overpopulated. It's happened so much he needs an alarm for it. How many times have they interacted with Stolas that they need an alarm for him? Honestly, I think the weirdest is probably Ghost.
Moxxie, stop shaking! You're gonna shoot our only hellhound. Wow, I feel so loved here.
Honestly, I think this is also a good introduction to the other members, with Millie being supportive of Moxxie, and Loona being disinterested. Also, for now on, Millie's played by Vivian Nixon, not to be confused with Vivian Madrano. Both performances are very similar, and I don't really know which one I prefer more.
Like a shitty dad or a mob family. That's understandable.
This will be oddly relevant.
You don't know they're innocent. This kid probably sets dogs on fire. Maybe this girl gets off to bullying Australian kids online, and this guy definitely watches.
That sounds oddly personal.
Guilty and innocent aren't our business, Mox. Killing who we're paid to is our business. Shoot the target.
Is all.
Guys, I want you to meet... our newest client. Damn it, Moxxie, I just bought those eels!
It's weird that hell would have a fire department. But I do like that it has imp horns. You also gotta just love how much the staff is willing to make imp characters we'll only see for a few seconds. In the parking lot, I think this is the first time we see like a prototype for the IMP van. Unlike what Moxxie said in the pilot, apparently they can't afford a billboard. It's just wrong. The group goes topside and Millie kind of disappears for a while. She goes through the portal of the others and we see her jump out of the bushes with the rest later, but in between then she's just not in existence. Moxxie messes up the shot. Oh no, they're Americans, so all of them, even the kids, have guns. So they go after the IMP. In this episode, we establish that imps bleed black and are fireproof. Millie can smash through a wooden dock, but her kryptonite is a glass bottle. This is the first time hearing Moxxie say "oh crumbs," his catchphrase, and we find out that the family's a bunch of cannibals. How trendy. It was actually foreshadowed because we can see a kid's head mounted on the wall, who might be the same wheelchaired Ash kid. We also see an Ed Gein lamp in the back. And if you get your hand off of your joystick, we can see in the background here that the wallpaper has pelvic bones. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Martha is played by non-binary drag performer Jinx Monson. They'll voice a couple other minor characters throughout the show. In other works, you may or may not know them as Emerald from Steven Universe. Solus calls Blitz in his Zodiac bath, and man, the lighting in this show is fucking amazing. Solus is reestablishing that Blitz can have the book for sex favors, but he also has to return it on the full moon of every month. The only real complaint of the episode I have is Moxxie sees some lights in the distance and assumes that Millie's in trouble, which gives him the power to break free. But only after we see him break free, we see the two get set on fire. So it feels like they put these out of order, like we should have saw this whole little bit with Martha talking to them, then set them on fire, then we cut back to Moxxie escaping, then we cut back to them showing that fire doesn't hurt imps. But whatever. Moxxie literally shoots her eye out, and the job is done. Blitz has 2 phones. Solus has been talking this entire time. Moxxie, despite bringing a sniper rifle, Ralphie having a double-barreled shotgun, he has now a single-barreled pump-action shotgun. Moxxie puts on Private Snafu as the US Police do the US Police thing. Job well done. Much like the pilot, this is an alright start. I like it, but I don't love the show yet. I still do enjoy it. It's a good introduction point for the characters and how they interact. Even if it is a little annoying they didn't reestablish what IMP means or we get the little jingle, especially people who are watching this in the future. But of course when this was getting made, they didn't know the pilot would be made uncanon. Officially, and when we were watching this, like when it came out, it would be kind of annoying that they retread the pilot. The only thing I really hate about the episode is the out of order thing with Moxxie. Overall, this is a better pilot. It better captures what the show is kind of meant to be than the pilot did. 6 out of 10. Make sure to like, share, comment, and if you're new here, subscribe.